Hey gang, I'm back again. Let me just tone down the background music a little bit. Is the mic on? Mic is on. Okay, and you can't see Chrome. Hang on. Properties. All right, now you can see it. But you can't hear it. Now you can hear it. Okay, sorry about that. Lots of teething things, trying to swap between streams. I guess it's something I don't do very often. Ever, actually. I don't think I've ever had one stream followed immediately by another one, so that's that. Anyway, we're looking at Sony's State of Play. Let me full screen it, actually. So, Sony State of Play for Wednesday, March 9th, 2022. It's going to be, as they said on their tweets and some of their press releases, they're going to be looking at mostly Japanese developers. So, speculation kind of on what they might show. We're probably going to see some stuff about Ghostwire Tokyo, because that's out pretty soon. We're going to see some stuff about Stranger Paradise, the Chaos game, because again, also out next week, basically. And there was a leak about a demo for that, so they'll probably show that off too. Lots of people really pining for a Bloodborne re-release for PS5, but that's not... I don't think we'll see that, mostly because FromSoft are already really in the news with Bloodborne, or with Elden Ring. So I don't see them doing that. Then again, they could just announce it and it's like a year out or something like that. Japanese developers also means Capcom. We might see them mention Resident Evil 8 is meant to get DLC at some point. It has been mentioned, so that might happen. They'll probably show off maybe a bit of the PS5 upgrades for Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake and Resident Evil 7. So we'll probably see a bit of that. After that, I'm not 100% sure. Final Fantasy 16, maybe. I kind of feel like Square Enix will probably stick with just Stranger Paradise. Maybe something about Forspoken because it was delayed, so they might throw in like a token trailer for it or something like that. Who else have we got? See, Sony shut down Sony Japan, which was responsible for Bloodborne. It was in collaboration with From Software, but that studio doesn't exist anymore because the US branch of PlayStation has pretty much taken over the reins of everything. So Japanese developers don't get a whole lot of love from them anymore. Just kind of not great, honestly. It's the whole reason I went onto the PlayStation brand in the first place was Japanese games. I just prefer them. I just enjoy them more. Whatever. We're getting started here in a few minutes. I will probably be toggling between the stream audio and the background music. The background music is Creative Commons, so it won't trigger any copyright issues, but if there's licensed music in any of the trailers or whatever, I will have to swap over. So you have been warned. All right, I'm going to stop touching the mouse. All right, what have we got first? Oh, we've got the PlayStation promo, of course. The year is 2043. Oh, this might be Pragmata. Nope, never mind. Dinosaurs. What is this? I like it. It's big and dumb and stupid. Is this a really bad Dino Crisis? I mean, there sure is a bit of Anthem to it already. Alright, black holes opening up in future space that deposits dinosaurs. Yes, I'm on board already. Capcom, this might be Pragmata. It might also just be something really stupid. It's using the Resident Evil engine.
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecasts and exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to zero.
Alright, this has the feeling of a bit of a service game to it, but I hope not. There's also a bit of Anthem to it, but
Associate development is proceeding under the
there's a lot of Anthem to it, to be fair.
Leviathan.
PlayStation Plus membership required for online multiplayer. This feels like a live service thing.
IBS continues to recruit to become new exoplanets.
That being said, it's fucking stupid, so... Oh no, dinos! Watch out! Where is he? That's your boy. That's your boy. The giant chicken himself. Ouch. Exoprimal. Okay. That name sounds familiar.
Another exo fighter recruit, right? Welcome to IBS.
Right. It smells like a live service game. It could just be a cooperative multiplayer thing,
More announcements and updates for your favorite.
but it smells like a live service. So I guess we'll see.
We saw the debut of Exo Primal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5 next year.
Haven't told us that
Next up,
though.
let's get some top
Okay,
areas
guess
for
we'll see.
fan favorites launching soon.
Told you. I told you we'd have Ghostwire because it's coming out real soon. They're just gonna be like, hey, don't forget about Ghostwire. It's coming out. You'll like it. It's always some crazy guy always trying to ruin things for everybody. He just told you what his end game was. He's trying to connect the world. He said it. First person motorbike stuff? Please? That would be awesome? Nah, never mind. Motorbike's gone. Dang it. I don't know how to feel about Ghostwire. Stuff I've seen of it looks cool, but also I can't help but feel that it won't play as well as it looks. It's definitely got a BioShock thing going on. Well, he's dead. Yes. Give me your body. No thanks. But like the big thing I'm more interested in is like the Japanese folklore kind of stuff, because you don't see it very often, or when you do, it's toned down a lot. It looks more like they're going all in on it. You did see it a lot in Neo, which is a game I keep going on about because it's Dark Souls, but you're a samurai. And they do go into a lot of Japanese folklore in that, so yeah, more of that, please. More of just any country's folklore, honestly. It's interesting. I like it. Stranger Paradise. Well, so far I've been right. I don't think I could have picked Exo Primal since I didn't know it existed. We will be looking at this next week at some point, probably on the weekend, maybe? Maybe in lieu of Elden Ring for that weekend we'll look at this. New demo available. There's a demo out.
Later today, visit PlayStation
It's just all of the Final Fantasy stuff they're weaving into it, because you see it's very subtle. There's Forspoken again, a token. The game's been delayed, but here's a trailer to sate your appetite. Anyone who happens to have an appetite for Forspoken. The gameplay has looked rough in the last while. So how much of that do you think you had control over? How much of that was cutscenes? Well, that's definitely your cutscene. And drop you. And you're dead. And that's the end of that. See, the thing is, there's a lot of cuts. Right? There's very little... I should have swapped fucking audio for that. Sorry. I've only just realized it now. That's probably licensed music. The sound effects might have blurred it out, but we don't know. I can't take that risk. It's just there's a lot of cuts, and you might notice there's a bit of stuttering as well. So we don't know how much of that is from the video. We don't know how much of that is work in progress stuff. But again, there's a feeling that it was delayed because of this, and that they're possibly having technical issues keeping the game fluid. So I guess we'll see. Like, if they can get it to run smooth, this is an interesting game here. Could do without the unnecessary licensed music for it, so there, like, it's been delayed. It was meant to come out in May.
New look at the sprawling PS5 adventure Forspoken from Luminous Productions.
So, Final Fantasy 16? Just keep going with Square Enix? No. Square Enix is done. Square Enix, we done what we wanted. Yay! 4v4 multiplayer. Yay. So much fun. I love it. My favorite. Sounds like licensed music as well. I'm actually waiting to hear the music. I think it is. Okay, sorry. We gotta do that, unfortunately. This is the way of the DMCA these days. Like, yeah, cool. Gundams. Awesome. But also, why did it have to be a multiplayer thing? Why couldn't you just make a Gundam game? Why make it a arena shooter thing? You know? Just give me a Gundam campaign. I'd have played that. Actually, I probably wouldn't have. There have been a lot of Gundam games that I have no interest in. But still, I don't know who has... I don't know if there's crossover, right, with Gundam and multiplayer arena shooter people who like that kind of thing. Is there crossover? Do they get enough with just Halo? Or whatever they play on PlayStation now. Apex Legends. Sorry, I hit the mouse again. I'm going to crack open a can here, so apologies for the noise. So there's a bit of stuttering there, but that might actually be the video, because I think it was the same stuff in Forspoken. Turtles, the Cowabunga collection. All right, so all the old Turtle beat 'em ups, cool. If it has like infinite credits and whatever, because some of the levels in that game were really hard. But that would be fun. That'd be fun to play through. But again, as long as it has an infinite credits cheat or something. I could see a lot of people getting into that. And by a lot of people, I mean a very niche number of people that I happen to follow on Twitter. Well, it's not Splatoon, because this is Sony. This looks like another arena thing. Yeah, this is another weird multiplayer thing. Kaiju battles or something. There was something that looked like Megazord there a second ago, though. And that's a very Godzilla attack. Kirby is in there for some reason. Giga Bash. Yeah. Meh.
Kaiju Brawler Giga Bash comes to PS4 and PS5 later this year.
Okay.
Next,
Zero
my
interest.
Fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
Tekken? Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat never left to make a return. I feel like I don't know enough fighting games to say anything about this. Darkstalkers? You would have thought they'd have gone in with Capcom, really. Nah! Fist of the North Star? Oh no, JoJo. It's a bit Fist of the North Star as well, whatever. But anyway, yeah, a JoJo fighter. don't follow JoJo, so these characters mean nothing to me. All I know is Ora and Zawarudo, and it was me, Dio. That's all I know. And stands. I know about stands, I suppose. Yep. Right, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. Or. Why or? I don't know. 50 playable characters. This year as well. Okay. Cool. I'm not really into fighters, so fine.
Our next 2 games will take you beyond life and death.
Huh. 2 games. This is Trek to Yomi. Oh, I have been paying a bit of attention to this because I'm mostly curious. Well, one, I really like the art styles, like the Kurosawa thing, but I'm kind of interested how the combat actually works. Like, is it a one-hit kill kind of thing? Is it combos? Is it all parrying? Like, it looks like it's all kind of parrying one-hit kill stuff, which would be cool. And Skullface, or Noseless, and killed you, but you didn't stay dead. Like, you gotta fight your way out of the underworld. Kinda? Maybe? Like, there's definitely other world stuff happening. Yeah, looks like that's what it is. Fight your way out of the underworld, go after him. Maybe every time you die, you go back to the underworld. You gotta keep doing it. Okay, unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna recognize any of these names. I'll probably have to look those names up. I don't think I recognized any of them.
Trapped.
Returnal?
Cycle.
Returnal DLC?
Fighting. Dying. Returning.
I mean, this would
Always the same.
this would have to be more story for me to go back to it. Because I think, unlike a lot of people, I didn't like Returnal all that much. Multiplayer. Interesting.
Now I stand before the endless tower. I climb as Sisyphus did, pushing the boulder upward.
Yeah, but Sisyphus never completed it. He couldn't complete it.
The challenge begins again.
Yeah, it's like new stuff, new guns, a new environment, multiplayer.
Fight on through the infinite. Seeking answers.
Crap, there might actually be story.
Ascension. My release is within this tower, and I will find it.
Well, crap. Kind of hoping they didn't add story. I might have to actually look at it now. That's soon as well. I do not have the muscle memory for Returnal anymore.
Is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension, a free update hitting this March. It's almost time to sign off, but before we do,
Almost
let's
time to
take a
sign
quick
off.
Look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
Wow, Square Enix are still going. They didn't go home. They didn't take their ball and go home.
Really what you want. And you are certain that what we are doing is best for the people of the kingdom.
Is this tactics?
Yes. I suppose it would, in a sense. It made me wonder. Am I still that same person?
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged
This
by the devastating
this is
war between
very
the Empire
Tactics.
and the Alliance.
Very Final Fantasy
However,
Tactics.
one nation remained unaffected by
It's also very Triangle Strategy, which only just came out.
Ward of the August looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
We've finally been called up. We're up against the Empire's main army.
We are to eradicate every last Imperial who comes ashore. Keep focused.
Yep, it's Tactics.
And now you will die.
Although it's not grid based, which is interesting.
Have such a yearning for war. I can't comprehend it.
But yeah, it's like it's gonna be like a strategy RPG tactical thing, but with like the Final Fantasy trappings. Much like Triangle Strategy has been. It's been on the channel a while if you want to check that out.
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush them.
That's right. All the more reason to avoid bloodshed. It also likely means that we're in danger. I suppose it is the only way for us to survive.
At least I'm assuming it's Final Fantasy Tactics, but it might not be. It isn't, in fact, not Final Fantasy Tactics. It's very similar, though, but the fact that it wasn't grid-based is what made me think it probably wasn't Tactics. But yeah, cool. That looks interesting. I don't want to say it, but it sounds very near music. But it's probably not, but it does sound like it.
If the will to fight still lingers within you,
Nah, it's not near.
accept my offer and join me.
It looks very platinum, though. This looks fun. Don't ruin it. don't ruin it, Square Enix.
Ragnarok tears our world asunder. All we hold
It's a different God of War Ragnarok.
on the brink of annihilation. Become
I will say the environments are a bit samey. Not looking great. The combat looks interesting. Surprised they left that Z fighting in the trailer. Okay, she has summon friends, possibly? Like, it's fairly unfinished looking. So I'd say it's a while before it's out. Valkyrie Elysium, okay. That's 2 new IPs. At least I've never heard of them.
Your efforts to remain undetected are lacking.
Is it a cameo?
Reveal yourself.
No.
Who are you?
She did look a bit like a Dragoon. There might be a bit of Final Fantasy to that. So yeah, there was State of Play anyway. No Final Fantasy 16 anyway. Hang on. Let me swap music because I think their live stream is about to turn into a not a live stream. Anyway, yeah, stuff I thought was going to be there. Ghostwire and Stranger Paradise did show up, so not surprised with that. Exoprimal, until we know if Exoprimal is a live service or not. If it's just a case that you can play it by yourself, but you can also play it co-op, and it doesn't have any of the live service shit, then yeah, I'll be all there for it. If it is, Unfortunately, no. No matter how many dinosaurs through a black hole you throw at us. That's a great fucking premise, though. I'd love to play it, but not if it's a live service thing. Unless it's free to play, maybe. Then I might possibly give it a look. Then. What else was there? The 2 Square Enix games, TO something Chronicles. Would need to see more unedited gameplay to have any idea about that. Can I replay this? Is there a VOD available yet? It's just the trailers. Although we can do it this way, I suppose. So, Exoprimal with the dinosaurs. That was interesting. Ghostwire Tokyo and Stranger Paradise, they're coming out soon enough, so it's not surprising. Forspoken gets a token trailer and Saws, but we're also delaying it. Again, the gameplay, they chop and change it too much. I really need to see like a 5-minute unbroken stream of gameplay before I can say anything about it. Gundam being a arena shooter? No. The Turtles collection, it would depend what exactly is. I know they did a very quick key art thing for the games that are in it, so we'll just have to see what that is. Gigabash, no. Doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as a fighter. JoJo fans, sure. I'm not one, but any JoJo fans will probably be interested. Trek to Yomi looks interesting, and it does confirm that there is like a death mechanic somewhere in the game. What that mechanic is, to know, but it's there. God damn it, Returnal Ascension, why did you have to add story? I was done. I have platinumed it. I could wipe my hands of the game. Because I didn't have a lot of fun with Returnal, to be honest. I forced myself to platinum it. Just because I wanted the platinum for it, even though I wasn't a big fan of the game. Dio Field Chronicle. Again, we'll have to see more of the actual gameplay to say either way for that. And the last one, which is Valkyrie Elysium, which they mustn't have a trailer for yet. Looked interesting, but it also looks like it's probably a ways off. There's a fair few unfinished environments. Some of the enemies weren't fully textured. There's random Z fighting in the background of some of the cutscenes. So yeah, that's probably still a while off. They've probably shown that trailer a little too early, would be my understanding. It does look like Platinum Games gameplay, though. Did they say who the developer was? I think they just said it was Square Enix. So it might be an in-house Square Enix thing, but I would find that unlikely, because I don't think Square Enix have a first-party thing that plays like that. Not a first-party, an in-house developed game that plays like that. Can't think of one. Like, Stranger Paradise is by Team Ninja. That's Koei Tecmo. And Nier Automata was Platinum Games, which is probably the closest that they have to it. So yeah, I'm kind of curious who the developer behind that is. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, that was Sony State of Play for March 2022. Some interesting stuff, but nothing earth-shattering there. There was no incredible reveal or anything there. So yeah, Exoprimal might be interesting. If anything, it'll be super dumb. That's fine by me. It is using the Resident Evil engine in the cutscenes, at least, which suggests to me that it probably isn't a live service, because that would be a lot to push through on a server. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell. It may just be the cutscenes are doing that, and the in-game isn't using that engine. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for dropping by to watch that. Let me know what you guys thought in chat, comments, Twitter, whatever. More Elden Ring on Saturday. We'll be playing that. We'll be starting Paradise Killer LP Wednesday next week. The Chaos game also comes out next week. It comes out on a Tuesday. I was kind of hoping it would be ready for Monday, but it won't be. So we might move the Elden Ring stream to the Monday. Start Paradise Killer on the Wednesday, because I'd like to keep Wednesday as the chill game day, because that's kind of how it's been for the last while. So think that might be a thing, and just make the Wednesday the chill game day. We'll find something for Friday. Find something for Friday and Saturday. Maybe we'll do the Chaos game on Friday and do Elden Ring again on Saturday or something. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I will actually play Elden Ring as an LP. I don't know. I'll come up with more of that on Saturday. I'll talk more about it on Saturday. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.